How can I be free from suffering? Thank you for your question. Awakening from suffering is easier than you think. Let me guide you. Suffering is like being stuck in a bad dream. You toss and turn trying to escape it, but it keeps pulling you back. You feel pain, fear, loneliness, and confusion. Sometimes the pain comes from outside: loss, failure, betrayal. But often the deeper suffering is inside: anxiety, emptiness, or the feeling that something is missing. Awakening is when you finally open your eyes in that dream and realize, I don't have to live like this anymore. It doesn't mean that problems disappear or that the world suddenly becomes perfect. No, it means you stop adding more pain to your pain. You stop fighting everything that happens. You begin to understand that life includes both light and dark, gain and loss, joy and sorrow, and instead of pushing against it all, you start to see it clearly. You stop clinging, you stop blaming, you stop thinking you are broken. You realize that most of your suffering came not from the situation, but from your resistance to it. Suffering is your teacher in disguise. You think it is your enemy, but it is your master. It is there to shake you, to wake you, to pull you out of the sleep you have mistaken for life. What you call life is mostly just habit, repetition, noise. You eat, you talk, you work, you sleep, but you never really live. You do not see, you do not feel. You like a man who owns a palace and lives in the basement complaining about the darkness. Awakening is simple, but your mind loves complexity. The truth is not far. It is under your feet, in your breath, in this very moment. But you are too busy looking elsewhere. The mind is always in a hurry. The heart is silent, still aware. In awakening, you shift from mind to heart. You drop the question and fall into the answer that was always there. You are not broken. You are not the pain. You are the watcher, the witness, the space in which everything comes and goes. This is the secret. Suffering ends not when life becomes perfect, but when you stop expecting it to be. You laugh, you relax, you surrender. And suddenly the burden vanishes, not because the world has changed, but because you have. And when you awaken, even sorrow has a strange sweetness. Even pain becomes poetic. Even death becomes a dance. You see, enlightenment is not something you achieve. It is something you remember. You were born with it as a child. You were close to it. Then they taught you how to forget, how to be afraid, how to compete, how to pretend. Awakening is simply unlearning all that noise.